Elon Musk has actually cautioned America that they might quickly be a target of Russian nukes. The self-learned rocket scientist has provided his stern care given that America is supporting Ukraine against Russia. President Biden and his military generals need to be on high alert. Join me in this video today as we explore Musk's caution to America about Russian nuclear weapons. After considering Elon's caution, most Americans are not able to respond to the question of whether Russian nuclear weapons can reach American soil. Before I address that question, let's think about a circumstance where people could be lethally hurt or even lack shelter. Not in the future, however. At the moment, it is stated that this is precisely what is happening in Ukraine after Russia attacked them. We are optimistic that our service will soon be discovered in the current war between Russia and Ukraine. Now let us consider the question. The simple answer is that Russian rockets can reach America. Russia, formerly known as the Soviet Union, was among the first nations to obtain nuclear weapons. In fact, it was the first nation to launch the Sputnik 1 rocket in 1957, demonstrating its ability to release long-range rockets. By the 1970s, the then Soviet Union had more than 40,000 rockets. For a long period of time, the government in Moscow understood that America was a hazard and had collected nuclear heads of all types and sizes that they would use against their opponents, but due to the disarmament policy, Russia and other nations with nuclear weapons had to lower their stock. One factor to stress is that Russia has the most nuclear weapons at the moment. There are more than 14,000 nuclear weapons on the planet, and Russia has more than half of them. Russia has 6,000 nuclear weapons, while America has 5,500 nuclear weapons. As a result, whichever country strikes first will have an advantage over the other. Which is why SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk is warning America of a nuclear attack by Russia. Russia currently has 1,600 rockets that can launch nuclear weapons. They have the ability to reach the American continent. What is much more worrying is that a land-based rocket will take only 30 minutes, while a submarine-based rocket will take a maximum of 15 minutes to reach America from Russia. It is just scary and hazardous. Even if a few of the Russian nukes were released, they have the capacity to damage the American electrical grid, the financial system, and even America's economy. Russia is likely to use the car and truck bomb nukes that it developed in the 1990s. In the early 1960s, it was the most effective nuclear weapon ever developed and evaluated, responsible for the biggest man-made explosion in human history. It had an estimated explosive power of around 50 megatons. American intelligence reports suggest that by 2015, Russia was developing a more deadly nuclear warhead that is referred to as a nuclear torpedo. The SpaceX founder understands the harm that these rocket warheads can cause to America given that he has a company that produces and introduces rockets. It is on this ground that he is alerting the government in Washington against Russia's attacks. Vladimir Putin was really clear in his main statement when declaring war on Ukraine. His threats were directed towards America and other Western powers. This is what Putin had to say: whoever attempts to interfere with us, and even more so, to create dangers for our nation, our people must understand that Russia's response will be severe. The action will be immediate and will have consequences that you have never seen in your history. We are prepared for any event that may develop. All the necessary choices in this regard have been made. Many people were left wondering what Putin meant when he stated that nations disrupting the war would be met by a force that has never been seen before. He most likely has nukes in mind because the world has never experienced a nuclear war, so Putin will. He will only release nuclear weapons in the worst-case scenario when he lacks options. Hopefully, it will not get to that point, but at the moment, the Russian president will not use nuclear weapons for a variety of reasons. First, he understands that nuclear weapons are extreme weapons that have serious repercussions. I believe that Putin would not wish to eliminate billions of people using nuclear warheads. Second of all, Russia's strongman will not enable his military to deploy nukes against America considering that Washington has not declared any military intervention in Ukraine. In fact, President Biden has actually made it clear that he will not be deploying the military in Ukraine given that Ukraine is not a member of NATO. Soldiers will just be released to the areas of NATO members to help them reduce any aggression. However, America has actually, up until now, given Ukraine military aid of $350 million. Thirdly, Putin will not utilize nukes in the Ukrainian conflict since he has a better and bigger army than Ukraine, so he can easily get rid of Ukraine without using nuclear warheads. However, things might change when countries supporting Ukraine take part in military interventions. Finally, Putin's objective is not to start a nuclear war but to ensure that Donetsk and Luhansk, which are areas of dispute in East Ukraine, are sovereign Russia. The two states will be sovereign on February 21, 2022. The world will face a nuclear war should Russia slip up and attack us with nukes. The high-tech American armed forces will respond in a resounding way. That will be the start of a third world war that will bring other nuclear powers on board. The side that draws in countries with more advanced nuclear warheads will win. Therefore, it is now. It is necessary for us to examine the other nations that have nukes apart from Russia and America. Apart from these two, the other three countries allowed to have nuclear weapons are China, France, and the United Kingdom. As these 5 countries are permitted to have nukes as they are long-term members of the UN Security Council, they are limited from assisting other nations to establish nuclear weapons by the United Nations efforts to prevent others. Other nations that had nuclear weapons have actually stopped working. Other nations, such as India, Pakistan, and North Korea, have openly declared that they have nuclear weapons. North Korea's chairman, Kim Jong-un, has on numerous occasions had a problem with President Trump when he tried to evaluate his ballistic missiles. It is also rumored that Israel, Iran, South Korea, Taiwan, and Saudi Arabia also have nuclear weapons given the country's proximity. With nukes, a nuclear war has the potential to completely destroy the Earth, which would be terrible. Musk has alerted America to Russia's nukes and will absolutely support us when war appears. After all, he is an American citizen who is patriotic towards his country. The SpaceX CEO has weighed in on the Russian-Ukraine dispute, where he assured to stand with Ukraine. Ukraine's first prime minister made an ask for more. While you are attempting to colonize Mars, Russia is attempting to colonize Ukraine while your rockets effectively land in space. Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civilians. We ask you to provide Ukraine with Starlink stations and to deal with rational Russians to ensure their safety. Elon reacted a few hours later by tweeting that the Starlink service is now active in Ukraine with more terminals on the way. The Americans asked for his assistance just as he had actually done to Ukraine. In the event of a nuclear war, Musk would be of terrific assistance as he has excellent experience in making rockets. Elon Musk's SpaceX is dealing with the innovation of sending rockets to Mars, which is 480 million kilometers away. It will be a walkover for SpaceX when requested by the American Air and Space Forces to help them send rocket missiles to Russia, which is only 881 kilometers away. It is so easy. As such, Putin needs to watch out. Elon will undoubtedly support Ukraine if his younger brother's recent tweet is any indication. Kimball Musk has revealed that he remains in solidarity with Ukraine when he tweeted, "Go, Team, Ukraine." President Biden must heed Elon Musk's warning and protect America from the threat of nuclear war. A nuclear conflict between the two powers is unwarranted because it has the potential to completely destroy the planet. Putin should go sluggish as Biden listens to Musk's alert. The world does not want a nuclear war, we desire peace. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe with all notices enabled to not miss out on the latest Jeni media news. Anyway, men, if you want to see more interesting videos, click on the video right above.